Gardens. Spooky stuff. I love Halloween. I love all the movies, especially Hocus Pocus. It's one of my favorites. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm Leeanna Mclean. This is a live look from the CN Tower. Gorgeous skies, but cloud cover definitely starting to build, and we've got some active weather to discuss. We've got a low pressure system coming up from Illinois that's about to spread widespread showers across southern Ontario, waking up Wednesday morning at 12 degrees, a little bit cool with winds out of the east-northeast. High pressure going to keep our nation's capital and Montreal dry for the most part. A lot of that active weather confined to the southern region, but pre-dawn hours, we are going to see that precipitation really ramp up. So your morning commute could be a tricky one because it could be slippery in spots. This is our temperature trend for this week. A ridge dominating across eastern Canada, and then a trough in the west. So we've got temperatures around that seasonal average through Atlantic Canada, but here at home, a little bit on the cool side with those winds. 12 degrees in Toronto for Wednesday. As we get through Thursday, it bumps up a bit. 16 degrees, 16 in Newmarket, and further east we go, 15, 16 degrees. By Friday, 19 degrees. So if you're heading back up to cottage country, it could be a nice day, but more active weather to discuss because we're watching this low pressure system from the Midwest of the United States is going to bring some widespread showers as we get through Saturday and Sunday, and then that's going to head off into Atlantic Canada. In this edition of No Limits, we meet 24-year-old Austrian David Lama. He's a climber, and his most notable climb, he climbed for over 24 hours. Here's where. Check this out. Our Storm Hunters episode, Thrill of the Hunt, will start in about 30 seconds, brought to you by Nikon. Our storm hunter, Mark Robinson, heads to Florida, and we watch water spouts form. Well, we have a major digging trough in the west with some snow expected as we get through Thursday. Taking a look at some of our forecast conditions for Wednesday, 16 in Regina, cool in Calgary with some mixing expected at 4 degrees. In southern Ontario, a low pressure system bringing widespread showers really ramping up through the pre-dawn, 12 degrees in Toronto. The conclusion of our Storm Hunters episode, Thrill of the Hunt, is in about 30 seconds, brought to you by Nikon. A digging trough in Western Canada, bringing some upsloping snow for the Rockies, Alberta, BC included too as well. And then a ridge in Eastern Canada, bringing some seasonably mild conditions. Now, as we wake up through Wednesday, a little bit cool, but getting up to 12 degrees in Toronto, 13 in Montreal, 13 in St. John's. Typically this time of year, it's about 12 degrees. Across Western Canada, cool in Calgary at 4 degrees. We could see some mixing for Wednesday afternoon. Here's a look at some of our developing stories. I'm Leeanna Mclean. Well, a digging trough in Western Canada, bringing some cool conditions as well as some snow. Snowfall warnings in effect. Grande Cache has already picked up about 15 centimeters so far. Below seasonal temperatures across Western Canada. Vancouver is about 5 degrees below the seasonal average, and then rain spreading across southern Ontario through the pre-dawn hours of Wednesday, really ramping up, so that morning commute could be a slippery one. And then unsettled conditions through the weekend as we watch a low pressure system coming up from Colorado and the Midwest of the United States. Forecast conditions across the country for Wednesday afternoon, 12 degrees in Toronto, 13 in Montreal. Warmer across Atlantic Canada, but cool across the prairies, 4 degrees in Calgary. We could see some mixing with a system that is located in the central interior of BC as we get through Wednesday afternoon. Still quite cool in portions of Ontario. A part of severe storms, but they are typically harmless. They form from a developing cloud. You can think of it as an extension of a cloud, though it is harmless in most cases. Well, thanks for joining me. This is a live look from the CN Tower, and we've got some active weather to talk about. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving long weekend. It was a nice one. I was outside for the majority of it, but rain on the way. 12 degrees waking up Wednesday morning in Toronto, so we are watching a system that's coming up from Illinois, spreading widespread showers across southern Ontario through the pre-dawn morning hours. So it's going to really ramp up for the morning commute. Though look at this, high pressure keeping most of the north and east, Ottawa and Montreal included, dry for the most part. So just really confined to the south. How much rain can we expect? Widespread, about 5 to 15 around the Golden Horseshoe area, and then the further west you go through London, Windsor, 15 to 25 millimeters is what we can accumulate through the day. Wednesday afternoon, it will be cool too as well because we have an east-northeast wind coming off Lake Ontario. So you definitely want to grab that jacket and umbrella. By the time we get to Thursday, a lot of that active weather dissipating. It is a little bit warmer, 16 degrees in Toronto and in Newmarket, and then more active weather to talk about. A system from the Midwest of the United States bringing widespread showers as we get through Sunday afternoon, and that will track in towards Atlantic Canada too as well. Our top 5 fall festivals in Ontario. Hint, number 1, over 700,000 people visit this event every year.